Perek Zayin Mishnah Gimel. Perek Zayin Mishnah Gimel. I want to dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. And I'll do this at the beginning. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to contact me at rspolter@gmail.com. Okay, we're going to now move on to Eze Peret. What is Peret? We've exhausted the Mishnah about Shikha, basically. Okay, and now we're going to move on to Peret. Where does Peret appear? In the Psukim. Says the Torah in Vayikra Perek Yud Tet, Pasuk Tet and Yud. Uvekutzvechem ekitzer artzachem. Lo techale pe'at tzarcha liktzor, v'leka kitzercha lo tilaket. So we're going to make a separation. When you harvest your field, this is Peah, lo techale pe'at tzarcha, you shouldn't fully consume the corner of your field. And leka kitzercha lo tilaket. We learned leket was the gleanings, the droppings that fell in the process of harvesting. Leket kitzricha lo telakate. You should not lelakate to gather leket, that which fell off. Then v'kamacha lo te'olel. We're going to get to ololot. What are ololot in future Mishnayot? But then we learn peret kamacha lo telakate. So if we take these two phrases, then it's obvious that there's a correspondence, there's a correlation between leket kitzricha lo telakate, and then there's also a correlation between that and peret kamacha lo telakate. You can see it right away. Okay, so leket is to katsir, as peret is to kerim. Those of you who have ever done SATs, you know, those are the same. So peret simply is a form of leket in your kerim, in your vineyard. The Mishnah knew all this, but the Mishnah wants to know then, okay, not everything that drops belongs to the ani. What droppings, what things that fell in the vineyard when you're harvesting your grapes are considered peret? Says the Mishnah is a peret. Hanosher b'shat ha'betzira, that which falls b'shat ha'betzira. Betzira is the harvest of grapes. Haya botzer. So then if I'm harvesting the grapes, I cut it, and then grapes fall off. That belongs to the ani. That I have to leave them. I cannot collect them. And we're going to see that each grape was significant and important because they were collecting grapes, and you could use each grapes, and the more that they collected, the more wine they could produce. So it says the Mishnah, Haya botzer. Akatzet ha'eshkol, husbach be'alim, nafal mi'ado la'aretz v'nifrat, harezel shel ba'al habayit. Okay, it says the tail is the stem. So you cut off the stem, you cut off the eshkol, the bunch of grapes. But it got stuck, husbach be'alim, it got misubach, it got confused it got caught in the thicket of the leaves. And then nafal bi'ado, it fell down to the ground, v'nifrat. Okay, and some grapes fell off. That's considered the balabait. Why? Because that's considered derech ones. Remember, we learned in the leket that if your hands got stuck, or if your hand got caught, or you hit an oketz, remember if you hit a thorn, you're like and then it fell. That was balabait. That's machmat ones. That's not in the process of harvesting. In the process of harvesting, you cut it off, you cut it. And naturally, some grapes, by the force of the pressure, some grapes are going to fall off. That's peret. But if something happened unusually in the process, similarly, if you hit a thorn and you dropped the whole thing and some grapes fell off, that's not peret. That's not shabalabay. Says the Mishnah, Hameniach et kalkala tachat hagefen b'sha'ashu botzer. So you're going to be smart. You say, I'm not going to let anything fall on the ground. I'm going to put my basket under all of the grapes in such a way that it'll catch all of the grapes when I'm doing my harvesting. Hareze gozel et aniyim. You are a thief. You're stealing from the poor. Al zene emar al taseg gvul olim. We saw this pasuk in previous Mishnayot. We saw it about stealing from the aniyim. We saw it in Perekei Mishnah Vav. Okay, al taseg gvul olim. Don't be masig gvul. Don't over the boundaries of the olim. Either olim mitzrayim. And we learned. You can go back and look at Perekei Mishnah Vav to see the two different interpretations of this pasuk. What does it mean when you put your basket under the geffen? So the normal, the regular interpretation is if you put it under the geffen in such a way that everything that falls will fall into your basket. But some interpretations, some Mepharshim say that if you did that, that's bitul mitzvat peret. That's stealing. That's not gozelet ha'aniyim. That's not like a bad thing to do. That's actually gzela. That's violating the mitzvah of peret. So they say that what it means is if you put your basket in such a way, obviously, when you're cutting, you have to have your basket. But if the basket is in a place where it's possible for the grapes to fall into your basket, even if you didn't intend to do that, that's gozelet ta'ani. And that a person, the balabait, has to be very careful when he's harvesting that the grapes that fall to the ground, and that they don't fall into his basket because they really belong to the aniyim. So it reminds us again that the Baal Habayit not only has to not actively keep the peret, the extra from falling, and let it go to the ani, but he has to actually passively make sure that the produce that he loses, ki'ilu, that falls to the ground, doesn't accidentally fall into his basket and remains for the aniyim. All right. If I already finished. If you have any comments or questions, so have a great day.